Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another video. Again, we're looking at sum and difference identities, okay? And the objective for this lesson is to use our sum and difference identities now to solve trigonometric equations, okay? Not just looking at expressions now, we are looking at trigonometric equations. So our concept, again, here we have our sum and difference identities. And now if we're given an equation, okay, something that says, I don't know, cosine pi over 3 plus x plus cosine pi over 3 plus x is equal to 1/2, we're going to be able to use all of our identities, okay, or strategically pick out an identity in order to solve said problem, okay? So we just have one example today. Let's go over it, and then you guys can get started on practice. Okay, find all solutions of the trigonometric equation on the interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay, on the interval 0 to 2 pi. So we're given cosine of x plus pi minus sine of x minus pi is equal to 0. Okay, so we're going to have to use a couple of our identities here. We're going to use our sum and difference of identities of sine and cosine. Okay. Okay, so here I've got x, think of this as x plus y, okay, just x plus y, and here again I've got x minus y for my sine identity, okay? So we can go ahead and expand this out. My cosine is going to become cosine x times cosine of pi minus sine of x times the sine of pi. Okay, that is just, all of that is just this first term, okay, of cosine x plus pi, okay, just that first term there. Okay, minus now, because we got a minus sign here, okay, minus, I'm going to bracket this, okay, so we don't get confused with our signs here. Okay, I've got our sine identity that says sine of x times cosine of my y, which is going to be pi, minus cosine of x times the sine of y, which in this case, again, is pi, okay? Okay, now if I go through and I distribute my negative sign, that gives me negative sine x cosine pi. It's cosine pi. Plus cosine x sine of pi, okay? And then everything I have down here stays the same. Okay, so now we can just go through and we can kind of simplify all this, okay? So cosine of pi, I know, is -1. And sine of pi is 0, so this whole term is going to go to 0. Okay, again, cosine of pi is going to be -1, and again, sine of pi is going to be 0. Okay, so what I'm left with is negative cosine x, and this is all equal to 0, okay? Forgot that right-hand side of my equation there for a second, but we got it back. Okay, so I've got cosine x plus sine of x is equal to 0. Okay, in other words, if I add cosine to this, to both sides, okay, I'm going to be left with sine of x is equal to cosine of x, okay? Now, let's think conceptually, okay? When is the sine of x equal to the cosine of x? Well, I can pull up my unit circle. That only happens in a few places, okay? That happens here, pi over 4, and that happens down here at 5 pi over 4, okay? So I'll get rid of that unit circle. And I can see that my solutions, my x values, are going to be equal to pi over 4 and 5 pi over 4, okay? And that's on the interval 0 to 2 pi, so those are going to be the only solutions for this problem, okay? Okay, that's it, a short lesson for this one. Good luck with your practice.